What is up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Talking Timepieces with Tony. I'm Tony. Today I'm wearing my Cartier Pasha de Cartier. And today we are doing a top 10 under 10. So top 10 watches under $10,000. Some people ask me about my intro music and how I do it and whatever. I could totally record it in the studio. I have a recording studio. I could do top production with it, but I don't. I use it as humor. A lot of the music I write is with an ukulele. This is a very high-end handmade ukulele in Hawaii that Ko Aloha. They sponsor me. They've been making ukuleles for me for years, since about 2006 or 2005. So I have a whole bunch of them, but yeah, a lot of times I'll just write on the ukulele and then I'll transpose it to guitar. In fact, my single that came out, Don't Blame Yourself, that was produced by Lincoln Parrish, I wrote that on the ukulele and then just transposed it to guitar, and it became, that's how it works. So I'm going to do the intro, and in this case, this is just how I do it. I do it just like this, and then I'll put the watches on top of it, and that's the intro. So it's like, you're talking timepieces with Tony. Talking timepieces with Tony. And that's it. Pretty simple. All right, I was going to say let's roll the intro, but we're going to get started in just a minute. Hello. How are you? Uku. So, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were there. Anyway, I had to listen to that to see if it came through, because I don't use the mic, and when I do it, and it's kind of distorted. So either way, let's do this. And we're doing a top 10. This was from my viewer. Okay, Uku. We're going to do, one of my viewers, David Parrish, one of my great viewers, because he's also, I consider him a friend, recommended I do a top 10 under 10,000. And so I thought, all right, yeah, that's a good idea. Why not? And this is not in any particular order, but also at the same time, it's, I can't do top 10s if I either haven't owned the watch or at least tried it on at least once, and just really, or, something I was probably maybe going to buy. Because it's not really fair if I, put a watch in there, like, a GP Laureato. I actually have tried one of those on too, but if I haven't owned it or tried it on, simple as that. I'm just doing stuff based off of what I know. The number one is the number one, but kind of in the order in between, I don't know. So let's just get started. So, and some of them are iconic watches. So, I know that $10,000 seems like a lot of money, and it is a lot of money. $5,000 is a lot of money. A few $1,000s, it's you know what I mean? You get into this world of watches and we get all crazy and we go, oh, it's only $10,000. And you sit there and go, okay, But having said that, I'm going to just start. Simple as that. So we're going to start with an icon, and again, no particular order, so don't kick my ass in the comments because I put the Omega Speedmaster at number 10. It's just, that's probably where I'd put it anyway, so yeah, all right. The Omega Speedmaster. You can pick one of those up at $8,000 for the Speedy. I'm not talking about the Speedy Reduced or the Ed White 321, and I don't know a whole lot about the Speedy. I have never owned one, but I've certainly tried one on more than one occasion, and I came real close to buying it. They are reliable. They're iconic. They're first watch to go to the moon. And I don't like. I think they're 42 millimeter and they're manual wind, and those are two things I don't really. I'm not really wanting to get a 42 millimeter manual wind chronograph, but yes, $8,000 you can get yourself a Speedy. Number 9, the Glashütte Panomatic Lunar. Now, I think they're a little over 10,000. They were at about $10,000 when I was looking at them, and yes, I have tried one on. I think for the price of $10,800, I believe is what they are, and but for that, you're getting just such a super high quality watch with complications, a moon phase complication, and granted it does have that long A sort of look, but at the same time it's just, like I say, it's one of those watches you know, that you can wear, and it makes a statement. It's a bold watch when you look at it, and yeah, it's a great watch. So Glashütte Panomatic Lunar. All right, so number 8, we got the Rolex Datejust 36126234. What can you say? Rolex Datejust is iconic. It's what, you know, I mean, in a sense, it's one of those, well, it's Rolex's most popular model. I mean, they sell more Datejust than any other models at $8,950. And I believe that's for the 36 millimeter. So, you know, you start getting up into the 41, and depending on the variation, you get up into, you know, $13,000, $14,000, $15,000 for those. But they're iconic. I mean, they're super reliable. They're super robust. The plus 2 minus 2 seconds that they claim is absolutely true. I mean, my Rolex are the most accurate timekeepers that I have. So you can't go wrong with a Datejust. Another thing with the Datejust, depending on the variation, you know, if you want to have something flashy and dressy, you go with the fluted bezel and Jubilee bracelet. You can go with the smooth bezel and the oyster bracelet. You can have diamonds on the dial. You know, there's a lot you can do with that watch. It's actually a really fun watch, and this could be your one and done if that's what you want to do with it. I don't really believe in one and done, especially when you're in the watch thing. You just can't do it. It's just, but Rolex Datejust 36 126234 is just an amazing watch. The next one, JLC Master Control Date. Now, I have owned one of these, and it was for a very brief period of time. That's only because I had the silver dial with the silver hands, and it just, the contrast of the dial, whatever, I couldn't tell the time on it. It was really difficult for me to read, so it wasn't that legible. But with the blue dial and the silver hands, you know, that's just another watch that's, you know, obviously it's more of a dress watch, but you can wear them casually, man. You can wear that with jeans and a t-shirt, you know, and you can dress it up also. And it's just a nice, you know, it's a beautiful watch. Was $9,550. I mean, it is expensive, but they are high horology, and they are the watchmaker's watchmaker, you know. They make beautiful watches, you know. I'm also, you know, they're obviously more known for the Reverso, you know, that's a given. But I wanted to put the something a little bit dressy in here, and that's the one I picked. Next one, the Omega S&P 300 Seamaster Pro. It's that, I had this watch, and actually it's one of those watches I kind of wish I hadn't sold, but I did. And you know, you've got a dive watch, you've got a Meta certified, you know, chronometer, and it's another watch you can wear sort of just an everyday type beater watch, and of course a dive watch. A lot of people don't like the helium escape valve. Doesn't bother me one bit. I actually kind of like it. It's a great watch every day. It's a 42 millimeter, or is it 41? I can't remember now, but another watch, you know, that you can compare in, you know, to like a Submariner in a sense for half the money. And it's not like a Submariner for half the money. I'd still rather have a Submariner, but which I do. So, yeah, it's a great watch, you know, and you're looking at $5,600 on the rubber strap. And I'd made a purchase there of, I can't remember the name of the strap company, Zalande or whatever it was, and put a white strap on it with a white dial. It looked really, really good. The strap, I, you know, wouldn't say it's worth the money that was paid, but either way, it looked really good. So they're a nice looking watch. They're robust. They're another good sort of just one and done everyday kind of watch, you know, and especially for the price point, you know. So that was my pick for that one. Let's go with the next one, which is a Rolex OP. Cannot go wrong with an OP. The OP36 I have is probably the most comfortable watch that I own. It's just, I don't even know it's on my wrist when I'm wearing it, you know. It's just they're beautiful. Again, you can dress it up casually, whatever you want to do with it. Super accurate, super reliable. 36 starts at $6,100. You can go up to the 41 for $6,400. well underneath your $10,000 price point. Plus, on top of it, you can get, you spend your $6,400, you go out and buy a Longines or something, in the next couple $1,000 range, and you'd be great. You know what I mean? So the OP is just beautiful and just an awesome watch. Let's go to the next one. Another icon, Cartier Tank Louis, Cartier XL, Louis XL. I had the XL, and again, this is another watch that's just iconic. It's weird how Cartier do their sizes, you know what I mean? Like the XL it's kind of big. You get into then there's a large, no, there's a medium as well, and then small and whatever. So, but their sizes are weird because they're generally speaking, their medium is really small. The large is kind of large. I hope I'm making sense with that. The Tank is not. If you take the Tank Louis in solid gold, their large is tiny. It's a little tiny watch. I don't know why they would call it large when it's really small. You know what I mean? So their sizing's a little off, but still, the Tank Louis is a great watch, and $5,000, and it looks a hell of a lot more expensive than $5,000. Maybe not a hell of a lot, but it's definitely one of those watches. When you're wearing that watch, people know what it is that you're wearing, and it's and plus the history and heritage with, especially the people who have worn that watch, So the next one I'm going to go to is the Zenith Pilot. That's the one that I have here. It is a 40 millimeter case, El Primero movement, which the El Primero movement's iconic. This is a great understated watch. Every day, sort of, again, like a beater watch. It's robust, it's accurate. No one knows what it is unless they know what it is. So it's a good watch. So I recommend it at $7,800 now. I bought it last year, Watches and Wonders, which is coming up starting on Tuesday, April 9th. And I got it just in April of last year, and it was $7,500. So it has gone up $300. So, but still, great watch. Comes with two straps. Comes with a rubber strap, Cordura effect. It looks like Cordura, but it's actually rubber. And then it comes with a brown calfskin leather strap. And on top of it, not a lot of companies do this, but in Zenith's case, it comes with two deployment buckles. So each strap, so you don't have to change one for the other. You know what I mean? So, and that's extremely convenient, because those are about $350 just by themselves. So there you go. Another icon, next watch, Cartier Santos. That's another, everyone knows the story we've all talked about. Alberto Santos Dumont was friends with Louis Cartier, and they made him a watch. He was a pilot. It was known as the first man's wristwatch pilot watch, whatever. I know Breguet was the first company to ever make a wristwatch, so I know that. But for those who are going to tell me that, so Santos is amazing. I've had it in the large and the medium. When we go into that size thing, large and medium and whatever, the Santos medium fits well too. Like I said, I had that one as well, and that really would fit as a medium watch. It's not sort of one of those ones that was too tiny or whatever. The large is large, and great watches. You're looking at Santos 7750. That comes with a bracelet and a strap. I don't know how much the medium is. I can't remember, but can't go wrong with either one of them. Final, number one, drum roll, whatever. Let's talk about the Rolex Submariner 124060. Just, again, another iconic watch. Came out, was in 1954, and it's maintained its heritage throughout. Is what, the way that the watch looks like. You always know, no matter what year of a Submariner someone's wearing, whether it be a 5513 vintage to the 124060, it's a Submariner, and it's the most copied dive watch So that's saying something. It's like a Porsche 911, you know. You can have an old vintage 911 and you know it's a 911. You get a brand new 911, you know it's a 911. They just, you know, they're iconic. 200 meters, 300 meters water resistance, sorry. And you're looking at the sub, 9,100 at retail. That's another watch that I think you can dress up, dress down. You want to go to the beach, you want to go to a wedding, you want to do whatever, you can wear that watch and you'd be fine. So having that being said, that's my top 10 for under $10,000. I think that's it. I'm going to do another list. Another viewer of mine requested under 5,000 and under, so we'll be doing that as well. So again, I appreciate everyone who likes, subscribes, and we'll catch you on the next one.